Yo, yo, what's up? Yeah, I know. Tight shirt, am I right? Yo, so today I want to talk about, actually I had this awesome idea in my head I wanted to do. Essentially, it was going to be recording my first experience cleaning my gun, because I literally have no idea how to clean my gun. I don't have any concept or any clue on how to do it. So I thought it'd be cool to record my experience. But it turned out differently than I expected. I don't have salt.
You want to go through it?
I don't know if this is the same thing. So I sat down, turned the camera on, started trying to figure things out. And then it just all hit me, all the things that I didn't know, the things I didn't know I didn't even know. I was watching YouTube videos on how to do it, but it was all super, super overwhelming. All this stimulus, all this new information coming to me. And especially coming from a position where I literally had zero concept of what to do. It started getting stressful. So I was sitting there, I knew the camera was recording, and then I'm like, oh, am I supposed to use this tool or this tool? Is this the right lubricant I'm supposed to use? And it was just all super stressful, and I was just kind of sitting in front of the camera this is gonna be it's kind of a stupid video, because this is gonna take an hour for me to figure this out the right way and make sure I'm not destroying my gun. So instead of that, I just wanted to talk about that discomfort that at least usually typically people get when they start to learn something new. So I've done this probably 3 or 4 times now, with new skills that I've wanted to acquire. So I remember the first time I joined jiu-jitsu, that was a couple years ago. I remember I was super stressed going in. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what I didn't know. Everything was new to me. People were watching. I didn't want to mess up in front of people. It's all the different stimulus, and it was just a stressful environment. Going into the jiu-jitsu place, everything was foreign to me, and it was just a stressful stimulus to my lizard brain, to my ego, to everything. And then the process, how it happens, is it's all stressful at first, and then over time you show up again, you get more comfortable, and then you get more comfortable, and then you get more comfortable, and eventually you get competent at it. Maybe not competent, but you become comfortable in that environment where you're not stressed out about that thing you're doing anymore. So in that instance, it was jiu-jitsu. Going to the studio to train was no longer stressful to me, because I knew what I didn't know, and then I knew the things that I did know, so I wasn't starting at zero. The next example was when I learned to ride a motorcycle. I remember I took the course, probably 90% of the people that were taking the course, they had already ridden. There was only me and this other dude that's never even ridden a motorcycle, or I didn't even know how to drive stick. So going in, I was super mad, stressed, and all the stimulus, don't fuck up in front of everyone, I don't know what I don't know, all super, super uncomfortable. And again, that learning curve, you go, and your brain just, I think it's the fear of doing the thing versus actually doing the thing that's scary. So with the motorcycle, I hopped on it, started to learn fundamentals, and then I started to know the basics on what to do, what to not do. And then eventually my brain got acclimated to knowing what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do. It's the same when I did a track day on my bike. It was after I was already comfortable with my bike, but it was another new stimulus. It was going to the track and everyone was zooming by at 100 miles an hour. I'm oh my God, what did I get myself into? All this new stimulus. I didn't know how to race on a track. It was that process all over again. So with learning to shoot a firearm and a gun, going to the range, I remember when I brought my gun, even though I've been to the fire range before, I brought my gun, I felt that stress again. It's that cycle of going in, I don't know what I don't know, I just didn't know certain things, and I just felt uncomfortable because I was like a fish out of water. And that's usually the experience whenever you learn something new. You're always going to feel like a fish out of water, because you literally are a fish out of water, or else you wouldn't be learning technically. You'd just be practicing again. So I felt that again. So when I was cleaning my gun, I felt that sense of I literally don't know what I'm doing, and it's kind of stressful. But I've gone through this enough times to where like I know like that's stressful, like I know that's part of the process of learning. So I just want to share that with you, and how I just went through that just now. Like, I didn't know how to clean this. Like I was getting stressed out. But just want to share that if you're learning something new, just typically you're gonna expect to feel a little stressed out in the beginning, at least from my experience, because you just don't know what you're doing. You fish out of water. Everything's new stimulus, and stick through it. Like after just after a couple sessions of whatever you're trying to learn, then you'll start to grab the fundamentals. Like then your RAS, your reticular activation system, will know what to look for, because before that you didn't even know like what you're looking to do right or wrong. And that'd be a different video. The RAS, that's good. But just wanted to share that with you today. So I actually cleaned my gun after. It took me like 40 minutes, but I figured it out. Like I'm super chill with it now. But in the beginning when I was recording, boy, like I was like, oh God, I want to just destroy my gun that I bought for $600. Fuck. Alrighty, until tomorrow. Peace. Yes. Half natty lighting.